Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it is so good to be here with all of you today. I wanted to start off this reading by going over something that happened to me prior to the reading. As many of you know, before I get ready for readings, weird things happen, or things that normally you wouldn't maybe bat an eye at actually are relevant to the reading. So I use a Brita filter to filter my water before I drink it, and I was getting ready to make some tea. I do suffer from allergies. I have asthma, so I wanted to kind of clear my throat and, just kind of open up my vocal cords, open up my respiratory tract before I got on the camera today. So I filled up my Brita filter. It's a pitcher type of filter. And as I was pouring the water into my kettle, some of the water began to fall on my foot. And so I was like, oh, let me double check that everything is okay. And I felt like my guides were telling me to stop or to hold on. And I looked into the filter, and floating in the water was a wasp. So somehow, some way, the wasp had crawled around the filter through the front of the pitcher. It was empty, so it probably just went in there maybe yesterday or last night, I don't know. And there was a wasp in my water. So obviously I poured it out and everything, and I just went ahead and got some bottled water instead for my tea. But I wanted to look into what the spiritual meaning of a wasp was. So it says the spiritual meaning of a wasp is directly related to that of protection. In this case, when they appear at your home, it indicates that you need to take more care of your family environment and all of those close to you. The bite of this animal symbolizes that we must wake up quickly to the attitudes of a certain person. So, the spiritual meaning of being stung by a wasp symbolizes the urgency with which you need to act. And so I think that there could be someone in your energy, someone around you who is not meaning you any good. I'd be cautious of food and drink that you are eating, maybe around people that you don't trust, or just eating out and about. Bless your food before you consume it, and look out for the unsuspected wasps in your life. And also pay attention when that little bit of water fell on my foot instead of going into the pitcher. Your guides will send you warning signs like, hey, something's not right. Hey, take a second look, because I didn't see that wasp. So we're going to dive in, Pisces, and see what Spirit has in store for you today. Queen rising into you. Scarcity tactics, creativity, legal issues, moving, fishing for comments, dirt digging, child services, an offer, bad reputation, ego, and ignoring. On the bottom of the deck you have screenshot in their head and wolf in sheep's clothing. So I'm getting that this person that you're dealing with, they can no longer feed off of your energy. This card says steals your ideas, copies your works, duplicates or feeds off of you. But I'm mostly getting that energy of someone who feeds off of your energy. You have this fire, you have this light, you have this energy about you that they wish they had. And what's happening right now, Pisces, is whoever this energy is in your life, they are going to be cut off. Yesterday's message was about access being denied, and today is about their ability to feed off of you coming to an end. It seems like there could be something legal. Could even involve children, or could involve like siblings or family members, where there is going to be some type of legal separation. There could be something that involved a lawyer, judges, social services. You could have been neglected, abused, or taken advantage of by this person, or they could have been doing that towards children. take it as it resonates, but they're going to be forced to move on, move out, move over, whatever the case is. I do see this person having to walk. I clarified who's moving to see if it was you or if it was someone else. And you got clover, mouse, man, and cross. So obviously if you're masculine, flip it and reverse it, it could be a woman, but it is a karmic. So when we're seeing this man and this cross together, this is a person who carries a heavy burden, and also someone who has been trying to feed off of your luck, off of your good graces with the mouse or the clover. So this is somebody who's no longer going to be able to feed off of your energy, take what's yours, be in your energy, Pisces. And for many of them, there will be a physical needing to move, a physical change of home. And I think there's been some resistance because with fishing for comments and dirt digging, I feel like they've been trying to figure out a way in which they could maybe build a case against you or stay, or a way in which they can prevent you from moving forward, because they may be the type of person where if you try to cut them off, they'll try to cut you off first. Like if they know that you're in the process of cutting them off, they will try to do this to you sooner. So it says fishing for comments, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. But I do feel like the two of you could also be kind of like building up a case against each other. An offer was given to you though of a peace offer, I believe at one point in time, or a dirty offer. But they tried to stay. But I see this energy with this hand extended and the rest of the card being black, that there was things that they didn't say, things that they didn't tell you. Maybe this person moved in with you a long time ago. And it's just caused a lot of leeching, a lot of issues since then. This person lives with a scarcity mindset, and they have basically been competing or dueling against you. They've been trying to checkmate your energy for some time. And I do feel that at some point in the relationship, you guys had a good relationship. It says into you, good chemistry, great vibes, positive. But I think now their ego is hurt. And the ego is getting in the way of the relationship because you have set a hard boundary and you've been ignoring them, acting very unbothered, maybe giving them the silent treatment, not playing into this game anymore. And you understand now maybe who you had heard they had been, or you have come to find out that they're not who you thought they were, and their reputation is tarnished, whether just in your mind or in the people around them, or people are going to find out. They may be trying to also tarnish you, talking to people about you, but you are a queen or a king rising. You're stepping into your power. You're being praised. You're coming up. You may be in the spotlight. And so a lot of people are going to find out that the person that they're trying to portray you as, or the way that they're trying to make you look, it is not so. This, again, with the mouse card from the Lenormand, is a card talking about something that's behind the scenes that is giving you anxiety. And again, with that wasp in the water, there's something about them trying to like contaminate something that is yours, or to hurt or harm you. There is a need to be protective of your space at this time, Pisces. This person means no good. And if they have given you some type of offer, I would just be very cautious of that offer. They may also, I'm seeing these two cards, they may also be given a legal order where they have to move or relocate or give you your stuff back. Something like that as well is coming through. But remember who you are, queen or king rising. All right, let's tap into the tarot. Current situation for Pisces in regard to this situation where this person is being forced to move on. The Six of Wands wanted to pop, so you are having victory. Four of Pentacles. This is a card of someone trying to hold on for dear life to what they've got. I think this person doesn't want to let go of something maybe that the two of you shared. It could have been a financial resource. It could be children. It could be something that is of physical substance. They don't want to give it up. Is this a home? Is this a car? Is this money in the bank? They don't want to give it up. They don't want to give it to you. So they're holding on for dear life. Again, I feel like they're trying to feed off of your energy, and maybe now that you've pulled your other pentacles away, they've got these few pentacles left and they don't want to have to let them go. What's challenging this Four of Pentacles? You can't hold on to something that doesn't belong to you. You can't hold on to something that isn't yours. They're learning a hard lesson. The challenge has been the relationship, the Ace of Cups. So for some time, I think they didn't want to even let go of you. And now that they're being forced to let go of you because you're giving them the silent treatment, maybe you're mirroring back to them their energy, they're forced to let go of you, but now they don't want to let go of what is attached to you or something that is yours. But it looks like in the past, with that Ace of Cups, the blockage was the relationship that had run dry. At one point in time, the two of you could have been great friends. You could have been close family members. This could have been a romantic partner. And it made walking away for the both of you very difficult. But I see you having made a decision that, based on the fact that you value yourself so much more than this situation, and you're really standing in that Queen of Cups energy. She's got that cup in her hands. You know that your self-worth is just out of this world right now, which is beautiful, Pisces, because we've been working on this, and it's time for you to understand that just because you had great chemistry with someone at some point in time, it doesn't mean that they have to stay in your life forever. Strengths. The Ten of Wands. The strength has been that you have been truly strong, Pisces. Your strength is your strength. And it's telling me that you've gone through tremendous difficulty and burden with this person. You were holding the both of you up for some time. And now that you've pulled your energy away and they're scrambling to keep these Four of Pentacles, Spirit is saying you're about to be able to put the weight down, the burden down. You're unbothered, you're unfazed, you're ignoring them. Your life is about to feel a lot lighter because they're walking out of your life. I'm also seeing that your strength has been your perseverance. And honestly, just your goodwill. I feel like you were really carrying this energy through and through. But a judgment call has been cast on this person or the situation with a judgment card here. And they're being forced to recognize where they went wrong. And I think you did the best that you could to carry this relationship as far as you could. But you came to the realization that it was no longer in your best interest to do so. They were stealing your energy. And now you need to protect yourself. You need to protect what is yours. Area of focus. Your spirit team says continue to keep your communication to a minimum or don't even communicate at all. The Page of Swords in reverse is a very, very quiet person. But I'm also feeling the energy that they're quietly like looking things up or researching you or testing the boundaries. Do not be fazed by this energy. I feel a very childish energy with this person. And I feel this immaturity about the way that they want to approach the situation. So not talking to them, not feeding into the, not fueling the fire is going to be best for you. At the bottom of your Lenormand deck, you also have the Scythe. And the Scythe is about something being cut off. And I do think that they are being cut off from your energy at this time. Maybe they've even been trying to contact you, drafting up messages that they never sent. But yeah, their energy is blocked. That was the energy that came up in yesterday's reading. And they are feeling abandoned by you, Pisces. But the truth is, you were like, I have to take care of myself. I have to go after what is good for me. And you are a toxic connection in my life. And you are keeping me from being able to pursue my dreams, my stability, take that Ten of Pentacles that I rightfully deserve, and run with it, okay? They're keeping you from something precious. They're keeping you from a new beginning. But I really do feel like you offered something to them in the form of energy where they could siphon your energy, and your cutoff game is so strong right now. Near future. Two of Pentacles. You may run into some turbulence in the near future with this person trying to juggle how it is that the two of you will move forward. It seems as though there is going to be some turbulence as you try to maybe divide what is left that they're trying to hold on to. But I do see there being a resolution here. Let me clarify this card and see what we get. Things are not going to be super stable though, near future, next couple of days to next couple of weeks. What is the Two of Pentacles? Give me some clarification, Spirit. Okay. So I do think, okay. So they may try to slow you down. That came up in yesterday's reading as well. As you're trying to figure out resources, you're trying to like balance this situation and just get out. I feel like Pisces, you're like, okay, you've thrown all these boulders at me. You've thrown all these different scenarios my way. And I'm trying to find a way forward. And you will with the Knight of Pentacles. I'm just trying to find some stability in all of this. I feel like you're trying to cut your losses. You're trying to figure out a stable point. You're trying to juggle all these different ideas that they have so that you can finally walk in a straight line. So I do see that coming through for you. But you are going to have to really be, unfortunately, the mature one, which I feel like you probably usually are. And you're going to have to be the one who steps into power and says, this is how we're going to juggle things. Again, they may come in with this offer and may say, hey, this is what we need to do. Or would you be able to assist me in the move? Or I just need $100 to pick up that U-Haul. But I think what they're going to have to understand is you have cut the situation off. Your heart isn't here anymore. And you're not willing to negotiate, move anything further. You're going to have to say fair is fair. Or as they say, fair and square. They're not going to be happy. Recent past. I really do think, though, this is kind of the end of the road for this situation, Pisces. And you're just trying to sort it out. You're like, let's figure this out and let's move on. You've been juggling their energy and yours for so long. Yeah. You instituted some sort of refrain and you said, this is where we're going. I know that there's going to be a lot of moving parts, but I really feel this energy where you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to cut you off cold because she is the Queen of Swords, not the King of Swords. I'm going to give you some leeway. I may even help you pack your bags or your boxes. But you have to get out of here. And what you owe me, and you owe me fair and square. This is you no longer taking their BS, but still being kind and still harboring no ill will. But they're so blocked. They are so blocked from your energy at this time. It's like, again, yesterday's reading was like access denied, and I'm feeling very much that same energy. Advice? You have to protect your space. Spirit says you have to think about where you want to go next, where your future is taking you, where your livelihood is going to be. Maybe both of you are moving. Maybe they're moving first and you're moving after. But there is going to be a change of trajectory, of scenery for you. There is going to be a new way that you move forward and out of the situation. So I think that the two of you, you've come to the point of no return. You have gotten serious about the fact that whatever they've been trying to hold on to and whatever they've been clinging to, this person seems very clingy. They may even be saying like, well, you know, we're family, or, you know, these are our kids, or after everything we've been through, you know, some type of thing like that to kind of play on your heartstrings. Again, the challenge is the Ace of Cups. But the thing about it is you can't move forward with this person anymore with a heart-based decision. you have to do head over heart in this situation, Pisces. They are receiving their karma, Wheel of Fortune, for putting you through so much stress, anxiety. This felt very much so like a competition, a battle, a tussle, a fight. And now you wait to see if everything that you put into this situation is going to come back to you tenfold. And it will. Like, you're going to reap what you sow. And this person, on the other hand, they're kind of walking into a karmic situation where, again, Spirit is about to cut them off. The scythe is like the reaper. So there is about to be a removal of this energy of this person from your life. It doesn't matter if their energy desired to be in your life forever or holding on for dear life. They have got to kind of accept the consequences of their actions. They've got to face the music. They've got to see reality. Like, I feel like this person could also see life through delusion or like a diluted viewpoint. But yeah, they're going to have to face the truth. And for some of them, through the justice system. Not everybody. Some of them is going to be spiritual court, but through the justice system. Your environment. A massive ending. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. But the death card here says that in order for you to move forward with your life, in order for you to go on this new journey, right? To the new world, to the new life, to the new, the like Pisces 2.0, wherever you're headed. There has to be this death. There has to be an ending. And this person, as much as they may want to hold on for dear life, has to accept that death happens to us all. It doesn't have to be a literal death. This is a situation where they're going to have to just accept defeat or accept an ending, accept a separation, accept a loss. And that's the way that you then transform your life, because you move out of the energy of having to stay stuck with this person or with this energy. All right. And I don't see them going down easy, but I do see you finally having to like make that decision to call this person out. Hopes and fears for Pisces. Hopes and fears for Pisces. You know, the King of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, which is beautiful energy. You want to receive what is due to you, whether it's a payout, a position, a home, a business, your fair share. I'm hearing that. There's something tangible that, again, they've been trying to pull away from your energy. And Pisces, you worked hard for this. I'm hearing that song. I work hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. So there's this energy right now, Pisces, where you have really worked your ass off for a situation or for a home or for a lifestyle or something that you've had, and they have always wanted to take. They've always wanted to replicate. They've always wanted to steal that shine. They've always maybe wanted what you had, or whatever the case is. They could have been a leech, a moocher, a bandwagoner type of energy. And you have really put in so much time and effort. You're like, will I reap what I have sown? And the answer is yes. Spirit has seen what you've gone through. I see you being in a place where your losses are recouped. And for many of you, there is a transition, a move, a relocation to somewhere new. Prosperity awaits for you, Pisces, in this new situation. I think it may even be better than where you've been. But it requires movement. It requires a change of pace, of location. This person is no longer allowed to go with you. Yesterday's reading was about the ending, about the pathway. You are being given safe passage to this next place in your life. This person cannot come with you. You have a bright new beginning. Again, you have worked feverishly for something to pan out in your life. They are not about to come in and just steal what you have and leave you heartbroken at the end of the day, okay? I feel like this person may have tried it, but they're not going to get away with it. Potential outcome. They have Four of Pentacles and you are sitting in the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So we do have some anxiety. I feel like there's a bit of pity that you may have for this person. You may wonder if your cutoff game was necessary. If what you're doing is right. There's a little bit of some guilt here, maybe some subconscious torment, sleepless nights about a decision that's been made. But I think this is the first time in a long time, Pisces, that you've stood up for yourself. You made a decision that was head over heart, which can be hard for you. And you just have to understand, again, people will reap what they sow. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords, Spirit. What can Pisces do with this energy? Because I don't want you sitting in this energy. Wow. I think you're just going to have to accept that the relationship, at least for some time, maybe forever, it is your own situation and I don't know all the aspects of it. But there is going to be some brokenness here. You are going to hurt somebody. And it's not intentional. And it's not personal. It just needed to happen. In a lot of ways, I do feel that you feel heaviness from it that I don't want you to take with you, Pisces. I want you to be able to understand that it is okay for you to walk away from people who don't deserve your time and energy. As you walk into your king and queendom, you also have to understand that with this rising, you also have to make difficult decisions. Kings and queens had to make some very tough calls during their reign because they had to stand in authority and in power. And I think this person is so used to shaking you. And they may come in with one last attempt to bully you, confront you, get mad at you. But I don't think that they're going to be able to manipulate the situation anymore in a way that maybe they had in the past. When things between the two of you were better, when you were in a better position. But now, the playing field is about to be leveled out. There is about to be equal give and take. Whatever is their share, it doesn't mean they're half. Because honestly, I don't even feel like this is half and half. Whatever is their share, they will take. And whatever is yours, you will take. All right, Spirit Team. Last few messages for Pisces before we close out. Let go of guilt. So it says you have magic in your hands, natural talents, creativity, healing. You literally have something that they'll never have, the light that's within you, the magic that's within you. You were able to assist and provide for this person for so long because you're capable, you're magical. But you're cutting that off. And now you're going to use that magic to take control of your life. There's going to be that letter, signed, sealed, delivered. There's going to be some type of documentation, some type of finality of a situation. And it says, in effect, finalized and official. That's going to seal the deal. That's going to close this chapter. They're going to be trying to hold on for dear life, but they just can't. It's going to be like sign on the dotted line. And that's where that heartbreak comes from. So it says misleading. Here we go. It says misleading information. It says untruth, nonsense, twisted truth, half lie, bold-faced lie, white lie, exaggeration, fabrication, deception, fake news, and misinformation. That's that offer. They're going to try to keep you in a weird, twisted situation. It's better to just not even communicate with this person. But also trust that there's cosmic timing. It says according to divine timing, trust and flow. Understand that this chapter, this karmic chapter is over. It is done. You are about to head off to a safe haven, a refuge, a safe heaven, a safe haven, a refuge, a sanctuary that Spirit has just for you. If you picked the horse card the other day, doubly so. We had to pick a card, Animal Spirit Guide, and Group A was the horse. But they may try to call. You may not answer. It says hang up, call back. You guys might be missing each other for some time. It says they're a snake in the grass. So this is a fake friend. This is a person who does not mean you well, Pisces. This is also the year of the snake. We're seeing people's true colors. We're seeing who they really are at the level of their soul. Deal with the devil, diabolical factors, consequences of choices, soul binding contract. And so I feel like you're being released from that. But you were in a deal with the devil. You were in a relationship with the devil at some point. So this is about protection of your home. So it says fortress, your home is your castle, security, privacy. Again, that wasp, it said it is a sign that you need to protect your home, protect the people in your home from danger that is trying to come through. And then you have determination, keep an optimistic mindset, motivation to achieve it. Even though things may feel like they're going south right now, it is going to all come together. Your throat chakra is being activated. You are speaking truth. You're being urged to communicate that truth. But also, I think that this is also telling you when and where to use that throat chakra. If they are not deserving of you and your time, then why would you give it to them? It says, into the cosmos, spiritual dissolution, reintegrate fragments of your soul, release of the ego, attachments, and all self-doubt, harmony and interconnectedness. So you're releasing this person, this situation back into the cosmos, and you are releasing yourself from this contract. This situation has played itself out. They can try to hold on to you all they want, but it is over. Yep, it says keep quiet. Hidden truths or secrets, sensitive information may come through as well. You're going to receive some money, payday, collecting checks, a payout. Remember we talked about, you receiving what was due or owed to you. The crown chakra, spiritual connection, pathway to sources, gateway to higher realms, enlightenment. So Spirit has been guiding you the whole way through. You do have some twists and turns and unexpected developments over the next couple of weeks. That's what that Two of Pentacles card was about. The ups and downs, but you will be able to get things in order. And you may need to continue with your rituals, your magic, your spell work to banish this energy from your life. Continue to protect your home, cleanse your aura. I love to do projections around myself that are protective. Yesterday we had a reading, yesterday we had a reading that talked about casting a circle. And casting a circle is a way that you can protect yourself. Sometimes you can just imagine that circle being around you. Imagine a protective, barrier being around you and your family. But this is a time, Pisces, where you are being asked to step into your magic, step into your ability to wield your power at this time. The situation is truly coming to a close. The deal with the devil is being dissolved and you are moving forward. So good luck with everything. Take care of yourself and have a watchful eye over the next couple of days. Alrighty, take care, Pisces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.